Hi dear students. So the first lesson haloalkanes and haloarenes got over, right? So the second lesson is alcohols, phenols and ethers. Okay. Have you heard the name alcohols, phenols and ethers till now? No, I think you're maybe familiar with alcohols, not phenols and ethers. Okay. Alcohols, phenols and ethers are the basic compounds for the formation of detergents. Basic compounds for the formation of detergents, antiseptics, and ethers as fragrances. So, basic compounds. Alcohols, phenols and ethers are the basic compounds for the formation of detergents, antiseptics, fragrances respectively. Okay, you have learned that the substitution of one or more hydrogen atoms from a hydrocarbon by another atom or a group of atoms results in the formation of entirely a new compound, right? Having altogether different properties and applications. Okay. In chemistry, if you replace the any hydrogen atom by any other groups, it will we will get a different product, entirely a different product with a different applications and properties, right? So like this, the alcohols and phenols. Alcohols are nothing but the replacement of hydrogen atom by OH group in aliphatic hydrocarbons. Aliphatic means hydrocarbons in open chain. Aliphatic system or aliphatic hydrocarbons. Aliphatic hydrocarbons. Our system. The replacement of hydrogen by OH group in aliphatic systems are alcohols. Like that, the phenols is the replacement of hydrogen atom by OH group and aromatic system, aromatic hydrocarbons. Okay, aromatic. You are familiar with aliphatic and aromatic, right? Aromatic hydrocarbons and aromatic system. If I replace any hydrogen by OH group in open chain compounds or open chain hydrocarbons, I will get alcohols. If I replace any hydrogen atom by OH group in aromatic hydrocarbons, I will get a phenol. Okay. So the general formula of alcohols and phenols are ROH. See here, ROH. If R is an alkyl group, that is alcohols. If R is an aryl group, we will get phenols. Okay. For example, I am writing in place of CH3 one alkyl group. This is methyl alcohol. This is methyl alcohol. This is a methyl alcohol. If I take in place of R aryl groups, very familiar C6H5OH. This is phenol. If OH group is directly attached to benzene ring, that is called phenol. This is alcohol. Okay. The general formula is same. Only the difference is different alkyl and aryl groups. So, these classes of compounds find wide applications in industry as well as day-to-day life. Okay. Okay, have you ever noticed the ordinary spirit used for polishing wooden furnitures? Have you ever noticed? So the compound containing hydroxyl group, ethanol, the sugar we eat, it contains OH groups, the cotton used for fabrics, the paper we use for writing, all are made up of compounds containing this OH groups. Okay. Okay. Now just think of life without paper. No notebooks, no books, no newspapers, no currency notes, no checks, no certificates, etc. Right? The time you are happy, no students? So the magazines carrying beautiful photographs and interesting stories would have disappeared from our life, right? If no paper in our life, entirely it would have been a really different world. Okay, without paper we can't imagine, right? Alcohols and phenols. Okay, alcohols are replacement of hydrogen by OH group in hydrocarbons and replacement of hydrogen by OH group in aromatic hydrocarbons. Okay, then what about ethers? What about ethers? The substitution of hydrogen atom in an hydrocarbon by an alkoxy or aryloxy group. Alkoxy and aryloxy groups. Have you heard alkoxy? The name itself indicates alkoxy. Alkoxy, RO. Aryloxy, ARO. Okay. Alkoxy means RO. Aryloxy means ARO. Aryloxy. So the ethers are the substitution of hydrogen atom in a hydrocarbon by alkoxy or aryloxy group yields another class of compounds called ethers. Another class of compounds called ethers. Okay. If I take if I take CH4, this is a wonderful hydrocarbon, methane, right? I am replacing, can I write methane like this? The valency of carbon is 4. I am writing the methane like this. If I replace any one of the hydrogen by, see here, the hydrogen by OH, hydrogen by OH in different systems, that is called alcohols and phenols. If I replace any hydrogen by war, alkoxy and aryloxy group, for example, CH3OR, this is a ether. If I take in place of or again CH3, this is dimethyl ether. Dimethyl ether. So the general formula of alcohols and phenols are ROH and ethers are ROR dash. Okay, this is the general formula of ethers. If I take on aryloxy group like CH3O C6H5. This is aryloxy, right? Aryl means aromatic hydrocarbon. C6H5, phenyl ring. Okay, phenyl. C here, P and M. Which is the first letter? M. Methyl phenyl ether. Okay. This is dimethyl ether because both R and R dash are same. So this is dimethyl ether. This is methyl phenyl ether. This is about the definition of alcohols and phenols and ethers. So in this unit, we shall discuss the chemistry of 3 classes of compounds, namely alcohols, phenols and ethers. Okay. You should write what is the general formula of alcohols and phenols. If R is an alkyl group, we will get alcohols. If R is an aryl group, we will get phenols. Okay. If you know the general formula of ethers is very important and it is a very easy to understand the topic. Okay. The next one is classification. Why we do the classification of compounds? So the classification of compounds make their study systematic and hence simpler. So let us first how our alcohols, phenols and ethers are classified. Okay. So the next one is classification. You have to write. I told no. You have to write. You should know the basic compounds for the formation of detergents, antiseptics and fragrances. If you know the general formula, you can write on your own sentence the definition of alcohols and phenols and you can give a wonderful examples for that. Classification. How we can classify the alcohols and phenols? First, alcohols and phenols are similar but R is a different groups. Classification. Okay. I told why we classify the compounds to make the topic very systematic and simpler. Alcohols and phenols may be classified as mono, di, tri and polyhydric compounds. Alcohols and phenols are classified as mono, di, tri and polyhydric alcohols. Polyhydric compounds. Sorry. Alcohols and phenols may be classified as mono, di, tri or polyhydric compounds depending on whether they contain one hydroxyl, whether they contain two hydroxyl groups, whether they contain three hydroxyl groups or more than three. This polyhydric compounds. Okay. If I take alcohols, I told what is the general formula of alcohols and phenols are OH. Mono means it should contain only one OH group. Di means it should contain two OH groups. Tri means it should contain three OH groups. It contains more than three. Polyhydric. Mono means ROH. I am writing first alcohol. C2H5OH. This contain only one hydroxyl group. This is alcohol, right? If I take phenol, this is OH. This is phenol, okay? The R group is aryl group, benzene ring, okay? If I take two OH groups, OH, dihydric. This is monohydric compounds. This is dihydric. If I take in place of R, benzene ring, OH. This is dihydric. Like this, the trihydric compounds like this, CH2OH. Later you can write this IUPAC names. Later I will teach you, okay? CH2. Just you have to know the mono, what is mono, what is di, what is tri, okay? This is CH2OH. In case of phenols, trihydric alcohols, sorry. OH. This is monohydric, this is alcohol, this is phenol, this is dihydric, this is alcohol, and this is phenol, this is alcohol, this is phenol. So this is about how we classify based on the number of hydroxyl groups present in a compounds. So again, monohydric alcohols may be further classified according to the hybridization of the carbon atom to which the hydroxyl group is attached. This topic is very easy for you because you know the hybridization of carbon, right? Hybridization, primary carbon, secondary carbon and tertiary carbon. You know allyl, alkyl halides, benzyl, like this, you know, no? Okay. Monohydric alcohols. The first one is compounds containing sp3 OH bond. sp3OH bond. sp3 means okay. What is a primary carbon? Primary carbon. Can you write general form of primary? CH2OH for the primary carbon atom. See here, the carbon valency is 4 here. Sorry. The carbon valency is 4 here. So, if OH group is attached to this primary carbon atom means it is attached to 2 hydrogen or 3 hydrogen. It is primary carbon atom. This is a primary carbon atom. 1 degree primary carbon atom. Like this you can write secondary. CH-OH. This is secondary. And tertiary means carbon bearing no hydrogens. This is attached to tertiary carbon atom. Okay. This is about based on the hybridization of the carbon to which hydroxyl group is attached. Like this, the allylic alcohols. Allylic means OH group is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon next to carbon-carbon double bond. Allylic means first I have to write carbon-carbon double bond. Then for this the hydroxyl group is attached. This is allylic alcohols. Here the OH group is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon atom next to the carbon-carbon double bond. Okay. This is about allylic alcohols. This is a primary carbon, right? This carbon is attached to two hydrogen atom. Like this you can write the secondary. Like this you can write secondary means this is primary. Secondary CH2 double bond CH. Secondary means the carbon should attach to only one hydrogen. So the carbon should attach it to again that carbon. Okay, this carbon is attached to only one hydrogen. So this is secondary carbon atom. This is a primary allylic alcohols. This is secondary allylic alcohols. Like this we can write tertiary allylic alcohols. CH2 double bond CH C carbon pairing no hydrogens, right? So again another carbon atom, again another carbon atom, and OH group is directly attached to the carbon. So this is called tertiary allylic alcohols. Tertiary allylic alcohols. See here, if you know the hybridization of the carbon, you can write on your own. If you don't know the hybridization of the carbon, you can't write anything. Okay. The next one is benzylic alcohols. Benzylic alcohols. Benzylic means what? If the OH group is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon atom next to an aromatic ring. Benzyl group I told in the previous classes, right? Benzyl means the CH2 group is directly linked to benzene ring. That is benzylic. If the benzylic alcohols means if hydroxyl group is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon next to an aromatic ring or a benzene ring are called benzylic alcohols. This is primary benzylic alcohols. You can write the secondary benzylic alcohols like this. Secondary means the carbon attached to only one hydrogen. So this is secondary benzylic alcohols. Like this you can write one, two, three, four. Okay. Tertiary allylic alcohols. C bearing no hydrogens. Like this you should write. OH. This OH group is attached to tertiary carbon atom. This is tertiary benzylic alcohols. Tertiary benzylic alcohols. You know no allylic alcohols and benzylic alcohols. The next one is compounds containing sp2OH bond. That is called vinylic alcohols. Compounds containing sp2OH bonds. See here. sp2 means vinylic alcohols. For that CH2 CH2 double bond CHOH. This is vinylic alcohols. Like this in case of phenols we can write like this, right? Sorry. Yeah, I should write alternating single and double bonds to indicate. See here, this carbon is sp2 hybridized because this carbon is attached to double bond. So this is vinylic alcohols. Vinylic alcohols. Vinylic alcohols. This is phenols. Phenols. This is about the compounds containing sp2 carbon atom in which OH is directly attached to sp2 carbon atom only. Okay. So, this is about the classification of alcohols and phenols based on number of OH groups attached to the carbon. Then what about ethers? You know the general formula of ethers, no? Ethers, what is the general formula of ethers? R, O, R dash, right? See, ethers are very simple. Ethers are classified as simple or symmetrical. Simple means if both the R groups are same, if R is equal to R dash, these ethers are called simple ethers or symmetrical ethers. Symmetrical ethers. Okay. If R is equal to R dash, the ethers are called simple or symmetrical ethers. I am giving examples like CH3O, CH3. See, both the R groups are same. Dimethyl ether. C2H5O, C2H5. So, diethyl ether. If R is not equal to R dash, they are called mixed ethers or unsymmetrical ethers. Unsymmetrical ethers. Unsymmetrical ethers. Okay, now sorry. Now I am giving the examples for mixed and unsymmetrical ethers. If R is equal, one R is equal to CH3, another R is C6H5. So both R and R dash are not equal, right? So different. This is methyl, this is phenyl. So methyl phenyl ether. This is mixed or unsymmetrical ethers. This is about the classification of alcohols, phenols and ethers. The next one is nomenclature. Nomenclature. You are familiar with the nomenclature, right? Nomenclature. Nomenclature. Nomenclature means according to IUPAC, we are giving names to the some compounds, right? According to IUPAC system, the name of an alcohol derived from the name of an alkane from which alcohol is derived by substituting E of alkane with the suffix OL. According to IUPAC, we're gonna give a name for some compounds, right? According to IUPAC. What is the abbreviation of IUPAC? International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. Nomenclature. See here, the name of an alcohol derived from the name of an alkane from which the alcohol is derived by. So the name of an alcohol derived from an alkane. Derived from an alkane by substituting E of alkane with the suffix OL. By substituting E of alkane with the suffix OL. This is about the suffix why we add OL to the alcohols. The position of substituents are indicated by numerals like this 1, 2, 3. We will give a names for no. For this, the longest carbon chain is numbered starting at the end nearest to the hydroxyl group. Like this, if I take for example CH3, CH2, 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 OH, CH2, CH3. See here, nearest to the hydroxyl group, the number should come nearest to hydroxyl group means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I give numbering from this side, 1 2 3 4, fourth position, it will come at hydroxyl groups, right? So I have to name nearest to the hydroxyl group. Like this, I have to select the longest chain of carbon. So for naming polyhedric alcohols, for naming polyhedric means more than one hydroxyl group if present in a compound. For naming polyhedric alcohols, E of alkane is retained. E of alkane is retained. If it like this, we can give name for that. If it contain number of hydroxyl group, if it contain number of hydroxyl groups like polyhedric compound, what you have to do is E of the alkane is retained. E of the alkane is retained. Same as it is alkane. E of the alkane is retained. Ending OL is added, and the ending OL is added. The number of OH group is indicated by adding multiplicative prefix like di, tri, etc. Okay, before OL. So the position of OH groups are indicated by appropriate locants. For example, OH CH2, OH CH2, CH2 OH. Okay, this is a polyhedric alcohol named as, I told, E of the alkane is retained means I am getting two carbons here. So I am writing ethane. Ethane. So position is 1, 2. 1, 2. Diol. OH is ol. Diol or diol. Like this we can give a names according to IUPAC. Can you give a name, IUPAC name for this compound? So what you have to do is first give a biggest number of carbon chain, 1 6, right? Hexane, 3 4 5, triol, 3 4 5, triol. Like this you can give IUPAC name for a polyhedric alcohols. Okay. If it contains only one OH group, what you have to do is just replace E by OL. I will give some examples for that also. Okay. For that also I will give examples. Don't worry. In your textbook, so many examples are there. Okay. See here, CH3OH. One hydrogen of methane is replaced by one OH group. Can you write the IUPAC name? I told it contains only one hydrogen, one hydroxyl group. Methane it will come, right? Only one carbon, methane. Just only one OH group is there. Don't worry about it. Just erase the E of an alkane and just add OL. Methanol. Can you name for this compound? CH3, CH2, CH2OH. See, it contains only one OH group. You should write propane, propanol. First you have to name. Now the number of carbon chain increases. No, 1, 2, 3. Just write propane. What you have to do is only one hydroxyl group is there. You have to erase E. And what's the position of hydroxyl group? 1 ol. 1 propanol you can write. Okay. CH3, 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 OH. What you have to do is select the biggest number of carbon chain, 1, 2, 3. What you have to do is 2-methyl, what's the parent chain? Propane, 2-methyl propane, 2-ol, 2-methyl propane, 2-ol. It is only one OH is there, no? 2-ol. This is about your IUPAC name. Okay, if I give glycerol, wonderful product, CH2OH, CHOH, CH2OH. Can you give the name? Keep it in a mind that it is a polyhydric. More than one hydroxyl group is there. What you have to do is, you have to retain E of an alkane. So propane, 1, 2, 3 triol. 1, 2, 3 triol. Triol. This is about your IUPAC system. Okay, then what about cyclic alcohols? This is all about aliphatic. Okay, what about cyclic alcohols? Cyclic alcohols. Cyclic alcohols are named using the prefix cyclo and considering the OH group attached to carbon 1. See here, cyclic alcohols. See here, cyclic alcohol, cyclic hydrocarbon is this. This is a carbon. OH group is directly attached to carbon. Cyclic alcohols are named using the prefix cyclo, and considering the OH group attached to carbon. Considering the OH group attached to carbon. If OH group is present here, this carbon is carbon 1. If OH group is present here, this carbon is carbon 1. This is carbon 1. So, cyclohexanol. Monohydric alcohol, just replacing E by OL. Cyclohexanol. Then what about this? Can you name? Try to name the compounds. OH, CH3. What I told? The OH group is attached to carbon, that is carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What you have to do is, first you have to add one substituent is there, no? 2-methyl, cyclo. How many carbons are there? Pentanol. Cyclopentanol. This is about how we give the IUPAC name according to nomenclature according to the IUPAC names and IUPAC. Then what about phenols? If I take phenol is nothing but you should know the structure of phenol. What is phenol? Phenol is a simplest hydroxy derivative of benzene. Simplest hydroxy derivative of benzene is called phenol. Its a common name is also accepted as IUPAC name. Its a common name is also accepted as IUPAC name, as structure of phenol involves benzene ring. Yes, it involves a benzene ring, right? Structure of phenol. This is a phenol. If CH3 is attached to benzene ring, this is toluene. If CH3 and OH is attached, this is, see here, if OH is attached to that carbon considering as a carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, 2-methyl phenol. That's it. 2-methyl phenol. 2-methyl phenol. One, two, three. 3-methyl phenol. 3-methyl phenol. If OH group is attached like this, what you have to do is 4-methyl phenol. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4-methyl phenol. See, the common name for this is orthocresol. Orthocresol. See, the OH group is present on ortho position. It is metocresol. Metocresol. This is paracresol. Paracresol. If CH3 should directly attach to benzene ring. Cresol we will call it as. CH3 and OH is attached to benzene ring. It is called as cresol. Then what about polyhydric in case of phenols? If OH group is attached, if more than one OH group is attached to phenol, what will happen? Let's see. I'm erasing only substituents, not the rings, because I want the rings now. If OH is 2 hydroxyl group is attached, what you have to do is just you have to write on carbon chain, benzene, right? Benzene. What's the position? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, diol. 1, 2, diol. Then what about this? OH, OH. 1, 2, 3. Benzene 1, 3, diol. Benzene 1, 3, diol. Benzene 1, 4, diol. Like this, you can write number of examples for the phenols. This is about the nomenclature of alcohols and phenols. Then last one is ethers. Okay, what is ethers? You know the general formula of ethers, no? Ethers. See here, hydrogen is replaced by alkoxy or aryloxy group in hydrocarbons, right? Hydrogen is replaced by alkoxy and aryloxy groups results in the formation of new compounds called ethers, RO. Common names of ethers are derived from the names of alkyl and aryl groups written as a separate words in alphabetical order and adding the word ether at the end. For example, ethyl, methyl ether. For example, I am taking the general formula of ethers are RO, R dash, ethyl, methyl ether, CH3O, C2H5. See here different groups are there. This is a mixed ether or unsymmetrical ether. Ethyl. This is ethyl. E first M. Ethyl, methyl ether. So the common and IUPAC names of some ethers you will see. IUPAC. See here, if R is an CH3 group, CH3O or OCH3, it is called as methoxy. It is called as methoxy. If R is an C2H5O, this is called ethoxy. This is called ethoxy. Phenoxy, like this you can write. Butoxy. Okay. Can you give the name? Common name you can give dimethyl ether. For example, I'm gonna explain you now how you can give a common name and IUPAC name for ethers. See here, CH3O, CH3. Can you give the common name? Dimethyl ether. Can you give the IUPAC name? What you have to do is, see here, the R group is this one, RO. OCH3 is methoxy. So methoxy methane. This is one hydrogen is replaced by OCH3 group, methoxy methane. Methoxy methane. Then C2H5 O, C2H5. See here, C2H5O is ethoxy group, ethoxy ethane. Ethoxy ethane. If I take another example like CH3O, CH2, CH2, CH3. Okay. What you have to see here, so many carbons are there. First you have to select the what biggest number of carbon chain. Okay, that is 3 carbons propane. So methoxypropane. See here OCH3 is a methoxy group. Methoxypropane. What you have to do is just keep it in mind that you have to name the biggest carbon chain at the last. That's it. Methoxypropane. 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 I will give another examples. C6H5 CH2CH3. See here, just you have to analyze which is a carbon biggest chain. CH2 CH3. Like this, in examination they will give confusion. See here, 1 2 2 carbons are there. Here 6 carbons are there. What you have to do is the carbons contain the compound containing more carbons, you have to give a hydrocarbon at the ending, right? So this is ethoxy, C2H5, ethoxy, ethoxy benzene, ethoxy benzene, ethoxy benzene. You have to work out whatever they have given in your textbook. Okay. Then like this they will give to make you as a confusion. C6H5O CH2 6 times CH3. See, here the carbons are 6 plus 7. Here 7 carbons are there. Here 6 carbons are there. What you have to do is phenoxyheptane. Number of carbons are 7. So phenoxyheptane. Phenoxyheptane. Just you have to add oxy to the ethyl, methyl and propyl, butyl, whatever the groups. This is about your nomenclature of alcohols, phenols and ethers. Today's class is all about what is the definition of alcohols, phenols and ethers, what is the general formula of alcohols, phenols and ethers, how we can classify the alcohols, phenols and ethers based on the number of OH groups linked to carbon, based on the hybridization of the carbon, and how we can give a nomenclature according to our UPAC system. Okay, this is about your today's class. In the next class, I will continue with the structures of functional group. What are a functional group? What is the structure of and functions of a functional group? Okay. Next class, I will continue. Thank you.